Hey, I'm Jay from the Kubz guys. Welcome back to another episode of reacting to these true story animations. A lot of you guys are telling me to react to a story, and before I tell you guys the name of the story, I just want to apologize to everybody out there, all the moms, all the sons. Oh god, what am I getting myself into? Like, I didn't even fix my hair for this because I already know this is gonna be so ridiculous. The title of the video that we are gonna react to today is called My Mom Loves My Cream. Hello? Police? Why? I don't even know why this exists. We already know that it's not gonna be true, but you know what? It might be so ridiculous that it just might be factual. If you guys are cool with that and you're down with that, everybody get ready and buckle up, because here we go! Mom Loves My Cream, let's get it!
Hi, I'm Xavier, and I know you're probably thinking the title is just clickbait.
Please be.
Nope. My
Please
mom
be
really
clickbait.
does love my cream.
Why did he look down when he said that? Why did he look down when he said that? I was hoping cream meant something else, but he looked down when he said cream. Ay, chihuahua.
I know it sounds weird, but my story is actually more a series of unfortunate events that have gotten me into a rather messy
How do you get
situation.
more unfortunate than your
Let
mom
me
loving your
explain.
own cream, bro?
As a kid, I was pretty creative, always making stuff, and wanting to know how things worked.
So he looked at his own wee-wee with that, right? And that's how he got his cream? Please tell me. That'll make the story at least 30 times better.
One Christmas, when I was about 12, my parents bought me a chemistry set with actual glass test tubes.
Oh, wow. Guys, round of applause for this asshole. He got a chemistry set, and not only that, glass test tubes. Come on, round of applause.
Spatulas, droppers, bottles of food coloring.
Wow, guys, you
and
heard
packets
that?
of different
Spatula,
chemicals
droppers,
to test.
whoa.
Best present ever.
What kind of face is... You know what? Forget it. Just keep playing the video.
As I got older, I'd watch YouTube videos for ideas and create my own experiments.
Better be watching
I'd
me.
raid the family
Whoop your
trash
ass.
bin for empty bottles and jars to use. Then drop Mentos into cola and do all sorts of things with baking soda.
Guys, we
Not
have
all my
2020
experiments
version of
were a
Albert
success,
Einstein
though.
here.
The carpet in my bedroom was testimony to that. Sometimes my experimental research got sidetracked, and I'd end up watching a different kind of video online. What do you expect?
He get
A boy's
freaky
gotta
on a
do what a boy's gotta
Saturday
do.
night, boys!
It was on one of those particular occasions
Mama's
when I heard
coming.
Mum yelling my
Mama's
name
coming,
as she came up the
and
stairs.
he's beating
But
thy meat.
I was too
Oh
far
God, he's
gone
really
to stop.
rubbing.
I
He's
grabbed
really
the
rubbing and
closest
a
thing,
tugging.
a small moisturizer jar that I'd taken earlier from the bathroom and washed out, ready for my next experiment. Let's just say I gave the jar some fresh contents.
Fresh contents. This mother sucker. Fresh contents. Ew!
Screwed the lid on and managed to make it look like I was busy doing my homework.
He didn't even
before
wash
my
his hands
mother
and he's
barged
putting his
into my
finger towards
bedroom.
his face.
Didn't you hear
Yuck!
me? Where's your dirty clothes? She asked. Sorry, was concentrating. These equations are hard.
Dirty clothes for a
Don't know
dirty
how you
boy.
get anything done with all that junk on your desk. With a huff,
Junk,
she picked up the
spunk,
dirty clothes
what's the
lying
difference?
around my room and headed back downstairs. Over dinner, a few nights later, Dad told Mum she looked beautiful. I almost dropped my
Get a
fork.
room.
That was different.
Get a room,
Mum
you
started
two.
raving about some new cream. I tuned out until I heard my name. By the way, Xavier, I told you not to take my cosmetic containers until they were empty. I paid a ridiculous amount for that new anti-aging serum I found in your room. It seems to be working. My skin loves it. Don't touch it again, please. I had no idea what she was on about and started to object.
Something
But
smells
Dad
a little
quickly shut
fishy
me down.
here. You
Don't
know what I'm
argue with
saying?
your mother, Xavier. The following week, I overheard Mum on the phone talking
That's
about
Mum?
what must have been the same
That looked like
new
Pops from the
anti-aging
back with a man
product.
bun.
At the mention of my name, my ears had pricked up. She told whoever she was talking to that I'd tried to steal it. She said it smelled weird, but the smell was worth it because it was really working for her.
The smell was weird, but it was worth it. Yo, mama. Mama, the power of Christ compels you. Ew. You put your son's sons on your face, rub that thing together, and... Oh, I can't with these videos anymore, man. Take me out back and put me out of my misery, why don't you?
And offered to let them try a sample of hers. I'm smart, but I can be pretty dumb sometimes.
Yeah.
I remembered the moisturizer jar I had left on my desk, and what was in it. I backed out quietly and went up to my room. The jar I
He
had,
moonwalked back to his room.
used was no longer in the desk with all my other experiment gear. It wasn't anywhere in the bathroom either.
You never heard
My
of tissue?
mother seemed to think
You know,
my
why would you put it in a
cream
can?
was doing something for
What
her
is wrong
skin,
with this guy's
and
brain?
she was about to share it with a friend. I don't think I have the balls to tell her. That's
Oh, you had
way
some
too
balls.
awkward.
You
But I
basically
can't
put
let
your
her keep
balls on your
using it,
mom's
can I?
forehead.
What would you do if you were me?
What would I do if I
Subscribe
was
and let
you?
me know in the comments below.
First of all, what the heck? What the heck did we just watch? Second of all, let's check the comments. Oh man, this is just like a no one, absolutely no one. Use me as a blank button. Me, you, whatever. Next video we are gonna check it out today's episode is called I Ate Spiders, Now I Can Shoot Webs. If this guy's name isn't Peter Parker, I'm done with the story.
Hi, my name is Jim.
Jim! We got Jim over here that can shoot webs out his mother-sucking hands. Come on. Jim. Why are you lying to me, Jim?
And I can actually shoot spider webs. Let me tell you about how this all came to happen.
Okay.
Growing up, I was a massive superhero fanatic.
You were?
I watched all the movies related to them and read all the comics as well.
Did ya?
My favorite one was, without a doubt, Spider-Man.
It was.
I thought
and
he
now
was
you
the
can
coolest.
just, you can
and
just...
I always wondered
you
what
can
it
just-
would be like to be able to have his
you can just-
superpowers. I also identified
Sure,
so much
buddy.
with Peter Parker. He was a geek and had a dry sense of humor in the comics.
No, Peter Parker is
I loved
cool.
him so
You're
much.
a geek.
And he even had a beautiful girlfriend. I imagined being just like him in every way and hoped I could somehow make this become a reality.
Okay.
But as I grew up, I began becoming truly obsessed with this idea. Was there a way to change my life around and make it all better? Make myself a real-life Spider-Man? I began to wonder, to plan different options. It took me a while to actually come up with an idea I thought could work. But eventually, it came to me. What if I began eating spiders?
Bruh.
I know how crazy it sounds, but I figured there wouldn't be anything to lose and a whole lot to win.
This is how serious I'm
After
taking
all,
this
if
guy.
I didn't get superpowers, I'd simply be eating a few nasty bugs.
Ladybug?
People
okay,
all around the
you're gonna
world
become
munch on
Ladybug
insects,
Man?
and nothing ever happens to them. So I knew it was safe enough. I was obsessed.
That fool
enough
was
to
literally
wanna
holding a
try
ladybug.
anything and everything.
I'd
to
laugh so
achieve
hard
my
if he
dream.
became a ladybug.
So I was really determined. I would go outside and search for spiders
Snail!
at first,
Eat the
munching
snail,
on every
become
single
snail
one
man!
I found. At first, it was so disgusting, but it didn't take long to
Kill
get
me
used
with
to the
this,
feeling
dude.
and taste. After a while, honestly, I began kind of liking it.
Oh.
But honestly, between school and homework, I didn't have the time to search all over for new spiders to try. I would still grab and eat every single one I managed to find, but I knew there needed to be an easier, faster way to try new species.
I bet this kid was the most popular kid in school. Without a doubt. Hands down. Hands down. Like, you see him in the hallway, and he's, like, looking in the corners for spiders, and then you see him eating one, and then people walking by are like, you know what? That Jim, that guy's cool.
So I went online, and since you can basically buy anything online, I quickly found a few websites I could order spiders from.
What is that,
Boxes began
spider.com?
arriving every few days, and I'd eat its contents with
I feel so
increasing
bad for those
frustration.
spiders.
Nothing was happening. It simply wasn't working. I figured maybe I should search for some sketchier providers. Maybe then I'd find the right kind of spider, one that hadn't been so well tended to in the first place. I ordered from a handful of different sellers and kept on sampling the incoming bugs. One day, a big package arrived. It was filled with a few spiders for me to choose from, and I was surprised to see that one of them was glowing lightly.
I know you guys expect me to say something, maybe funny, maybe stupid, maybe a little of both, but I just felt like sighing there. I just felt like sighing.
Could it be that it was radioactive, just like the one Peter Parker had been bitten by?
Yeah.
My heart was racing when I munched on it. But much to my disappointment, nothing happened.
Oh,
I was
Huh.
so depressed.
interesting.
I thought if any of them had a chance of making me shoot webs, it would be this one.
Yeah.
I went to bed and fell
Okay.
asleep just about ready
Cool.
to give up. What I didn't know at that moment was that my life was about to change forever while I slept. I woke up the next morning feeling so odd. I wasn't sure what was wrong, but I felt a tingly feeling all over my body.
I think that's called massive boner.
I wondered if I had food poisoning or something like that from eating that glowing spider. I rushed to the bathroom, but realized I was feeling perfectly fine.
Did you have
except
hair on your
that my
chest?
skin still seemed to be tingling.
Could you climb the walls?
So I asked myself,
Could you shoot spider webs out your
maybe
balls?
it worked after all. Maybe I had developed superpowers after all.
Uh-huh.
I tried it, moving my hand just like Spider-Man does in the movies. And it worked! I shot webs forward and stuck against the wall.
You did?
I couldn't believe it. I was so happy. Finally,
Congratulations,
after weeks of
dude.
eating spiders, I had reached my wildest dream.
Uh-huh.
It was incredible, and I tried it several times just to check if I wasn't having a dream or hallucinating. But it was true. I was really just like Spider-Man. I'll be perfectly honest, though. I'm not a hero or anything of that sort.
Of course you're not.
I don't fight crimes or
You're
use
just
my
like
powers for the
Spider-Man. You're
greater
not
good.
real.
I'm lazy, and I don't believe in that whole Uncle Ben stuff. With great power comes great responsibility, he said.
You're an asshole.
But I
You're
don't
a
want to risk my
jackhole.
life and go around saving people. Mostly, I use my powers to grab stuff that's across the room from me when I'm feeling lazy and don't want to stand up, or to impress my friends. Speaking of my friends, they really freaked out when they discovered my powers.
Goodness,
I told them
dude.
all about my plans,
And there's no way
and
you
they
have
mocked
3
me
friends.
about eating spiders.
There's no way. You probably have
So
like
when
half
I
a
arrived
friend.
at school and told them that I had gained superpowers, they laughed at me all over again.
Oh, I'm laughing
Of
at
course,
you.
they didn't believe me.
Give me your phone number right now.
So I
I'll
told
laugh
them I'd
at you
show
right
them
now.
after classes were over, since I didn't want anyone discovering my powers. They were super skeptical and agreed to go to my house after school was
You
over.
know how
just
viral
to
this
prove
guy
I
would
wasn't
be if
lying.
it was for real?
Imagine their surprise when, after locking the door to my room, I turned around and shot a web from my wrist. It was so cool to prove them all wrong. My friends kept asking me to use my powers to help them out, and sometimes I agreed.
What the hell is
They
shooting
are
a
my
web out
friends
your hand
after
gonna
all,
help out with any of your
even if
friends?
they didn't believe in me at first.
Oh, God.
Thanks for watching.
No, shut up. I had enough of this guy. Like, this guy is a compulsive liar. Somebody needs to check this guy into a facility or something. He needs help. Somebody help out Jim. If you guys know Jim that claims he can shoot webs out his hands, get him some help. Last video we are going to check out is called I'm Allergic to Soap. So we're dealing with a big old stinky person right here. Let's check this out.
I have a crazy confession to make. Something almost no one in my life knows about other than my family.
Can't they smell it?
I'm allergic to soap. It sounds impossible, right? Like I'm making it up?
Yeah.
I wish it was a lie, but it's a
I
very
wish you
real
would.
condition. And I've been
Wish you would
dealing
tell the
with
truth
it for
one time.
years now. When I was a little girl, everything was normal in my life. I got to take showers and baths like any other person, using soaps and shampoos without any problems. Apparently, though, while most allergies begin when you are a child, others can develop during adulthood. In my case, it happened when my hormones began getting crazy during my teenage years. And at first, I thought it was the worst possible thing that could happen to me. It all began with my skin getting all red and dry after taking showers.
Okay, this seems kind of
I wasn't
believable.
sure what could be going on.
Because soap
but
does
being
have like
young,
some kind
I
of
didn't pay it
chemical
much attention.
that makes you clean.
After all, it was just a bit of a blush. But my skin kept getting worse. And then I began getting these red marks, and my skin became really itchy. Though after
Ew.
a while it got better, until the very next shower. So after a few weeks of this happening regularly, I talked to my mom, and she took me to a doctor's appointment at once,
Oh,
realizing
your mom's
something
telling you to
had
stop
be
being
wrong.
such a little bitch.
The doctor told me they'd run
Dr.
some tests,
Ben?
and I got really worried,
Uncle Ben?
thinking I might be sick. He told me it was no big deal, and it was simply an allergy test.
Does he
which
happen
would
to
help
know
me
a guy
solve my
named
health
Jim
issues.
that thinks he could shoot webs
They
at his hands?
discovered that I was allergic
all
to
might be
common
connected
chemicals
somehow.
used in commercial soaps, and that was precisely why I was getting those odd reactions after showering. The doctor explained that I needed to stop using it entirely, as it would only grow worse and worse with time. Imagine how worried I got. I was terrified I'd have to go to school smelling nasty.
You do
I'd be
smell
dirty
nasty.
all the time,
and you look
people would
nasty.
mock me.
And your attitude
The
is
doctor
nasty.
told me and my mom not to worry, as I would still be able to get myself clean. Water would still help me remove odors. But without the soap, not only I wouldn't get allergic reactions, but it wouldn't even remove the natural oils from my skin, which apparently is a great thing. Soaps usually dry up your skin, he told me, and I have to admit, I thought he was just trying to make me feel better about the
I think
kind
he
of dirty,
was.
smelly life I'd be
Because
forced
that's
to
why we
endure
all
from
use
that
soap.
moment on.
Get off your
I
high
was
horse.
so skeptical and cried all the way back home. I told my mother I didn't want to be bullied at school for smelling and looking dirty.
Then put
But
just
she
like a
told
bunch
me
of
the
perfume,
doctor
you know?
had been very helpful, and that we should
Like-
trust his advice. So I stopped using soap and was constantly worried I'd stink up every room I walked into. You can't even imagine my
What do you do to
surprise when
stink that bad?
didn't happen at all.
Do you roll around in pig
After
shit?
weeks of taking showers without a single bit of soap, my skin began looking and feeling so much healthier. I got
Congratulations.
compliments all the time.
Why
My
are they
friends
doing
asked
this?
what soap
Why are
I
they-
was using, and I lied,
Why are they doing that?
inventing different brands I had never heard of, too embarrassed to admit the truth. They would have mocked me if I told them I couldn't use any. But if only they knew that it was making my skin glow, perhaps they would have followed my example, you know? I have to admit, I really missed that sweet, flowery smell I got
What
to
do you
enjoy
smell
after
like?
bathing with soap.
Straight
But
unwiped
that's
ass?
the only downside of not being able to use it. My
I'm
skin
curious
was
about
no
what she
longer
smells
red and
like.
dry,
Seriously.
but
I just
rather
want to
had a
get one good
beautiful glow
whiff.
to it,
Just,
and it felt so
you know, like a
soft to
line
the
of
touch.
cocaine. Just,
I used to need so many
yeah,
moisturizers
stinky
and
ass.
creams, but now I don't use any at all. My skin is naturally hydrated and smooth. I've also managed to save so much money, which at first I really didn't notice as my parents paid for my expenses, but it was great once I moved out and began living on my own.
all right,
I have
you're
done
cool.
some research about my allergy, and apparently it's very
Common symptoms. You don't even know how to type, you know what, whatever.
unusual, as few people suffer from it. That's why I don't dare tell my friends and acquaintances about it, as I'm afraid they'll tease me about it or think I'm weird. Even worse, perhaps they'll think I'm making up a fake allergy. It took me a while to feel comfortable with my condition, but now I've come to terms with it being something I can't change. Honestly, though it might sound so strange, I'm quite happy about my allergy. Thanks to it, I discovered I really don't need soap to have a healthy, clean skin, and no one in my life has ever mentioned me smelling bad. Actually,
Not to your
they say I
face.
smell like nothing at all, which is kind of neat in an odd way. Perhaps one day I'll be brave enough to admit my allergy to my friends, and I'm sure that day some of them might even decide to go off soaps as well. I really believe that in the long run, it's better for our skin, allergy or no allergy.
Whatever. What are you, the spokesperson for anti-soap use? Get out of here. Alright guys, but that's gonna do it for this episode of reacting to these true story animations. 3 weird ones in a row. Let me know if you guys thought any of them were real. Maybe the soap one was. The mom loves my cream one, that seems like it could be true. The shooting the webs out the hands one, come on man, let's be real here. We already know that one is the fakest thing we've heard all year. If you guys want me to react to any more animations on the internet, make sure you guys give this video one big fat like. And tell a friend today that Jay from the Cub Scouts is that dude!